Want to say what's up, everybody. My name is Davey D, and of course, we're here at Comic-Con. And wow, I have the pleasure of interviewing the cast and the behind the scenes and people and the creators of a hit show on Hulu called Woke. So I've known Keith Knight for a long time because we go way back in the Bay. But the other folks, I feel like I know you guys because I watched all the episodes, and you all have this persona that makes me almost forget that it's based on Keith's life. You all play it so well. I'm thinking Lamorne is Keith. But why don't you all introduce yourselves to the audience, and then we'll get into the conversation.
I'm going to start with myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Lamorne Morris, and then I'll let y'all do the rest from there. Y'all take it away.
Do we call you Keith too, or Lamorne Morris?
Well, for the first time, someone didn't scream Winston when they saw me. I was by Whole Foods, and they screamed, "Yo, Keith!"
Nice.
So I was like, hey.
Excellent. There you go.
Very good,
there
man.
you go.
All right.
Keith Knight, the real guy, and
Okay. Blake?
Hey, what's up? I'm Blake Anderson. I play Gunther in the show.
Okay. T. Murph. Is there a name for T, or is it just T. Murph?
It's just T Murph, man. It's just T.
Just
Murph.
T. Just T.
Yeah,
Okay.
T Murph.
I like
Yep, just T Murph. You can call me Murph. But yeah, my name is T Murph. I play Clovis on the show.
Okay. And then the co-creator, you want to introduce yourself, sir?
Marshall Todd, co-creator, executive producer. Keith's writing partner.
Okay. And Jay, you want to tell everybody what you do?
Jay Dyer, EP, showrunner. Nice to meet you all.
You know what? What does a showrunner do? Forgive me for my ignorance. I know they're important people, but I never knew.
He runs in circles and has nervous breakdowns.
Big bucks.
Are you the one that yells at everybody and makes sure that it's on time, or?
Yeah, basically, yeah. I'm just the guy who sort of makes sure that the creative vision is being followed, that the writer's room is working, that the scripts are working, everything's working.
Okay.
He keeps the train on track.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Mo, you almost seem like, just from behind the scenes, like you could be in the show itself. But you want to tell everybody what you do?
Yeah, my name is Mo Marable, and I'm the show chef. I just cook up what the guys want and serve it. No. No.
Ass omelets.
I was like,
It's omelets.
See what I mean?
Yeah,
You know.
I do burgers, I do omelets. Breakfast burritos is my shit, though.
Right.
But no, I am the director and exec producer of Woke.
Okay. How's it working with these guys? Because behind the scenes, it seems like one big party. It seems like it on the air, but just even when we were just getting ready, I was like, man, y'all is hype. How can I get down? You know?
No, I mean, I think, man, these guys are a hoot. I'm using old school word, hoot. And no, I mean, it's this is the easiest cast I've ever worked with. They are funny off and on, and they're actual friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, they're actual friends.
Because the other thing I was going to ask, you know, sometimes you have directors that here's the script, you follow it to the nail, but it, you know, and anybody can jump in. It seems like there's a lot of extra stuff that just comes out. You know, it seems like there's a camaraderie, and I want to know how much is it that they stuck to the script, and how much of it is improvised.
Okay, these guys make us look really good as writers.
Mm-hmm.
Because we'll put something down and it's funny, and they pull something much funnier out of their ass. So they a lot of it is stuff they came up with.
Okay.
Based on stuff we wrote.
And Marshall, of course, the co-creator. How did you and Keith hook up?
Two producers. The producers got us together.
Okay.
About 4 years ago. Met him. Had never heard of him. Was ashamed I'd never heard of him. Once I started reading his stuff. And we started talking about the show. And both of us had run-in with the cops. And we were like, that could be the basis of the show. Something happens, cops kick somebody's ass, and they have, you know, issues. And because he's a cartoonist, he sees cartoon, you know. They start talking. So, yeah.
Where are you from? The Bay Area, or where are you from?
Born in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, okay. So both of you are back there.
Yeah.
You know, let me ask one other question. Now I'm going to bring Keith in. As a co-writer, co-creator, do you all have behind the scenes, creative revelations or?
I thought you meant beef.
I was going to say beef too, but I didn't want to start off because black people always go beef, but how do y'all gel?
He got into a fist fight.
Keith is the easiest collaboration experience I've ever had.
Okay.
He's bright, he's brilliant, he's funny, and there were times when it felt like we shared a brain.
Right.
So it was just easy. We never got into a fight, which is unusual for two writers.
Okay. There you go. It's black on black love.
Yeah, now, you might have talked shit about me to someone else.
Yeah.
You might have been like, but not to me.
Right. Well, you look like a big dude. I wouldn't say anything to you either. Keith, we go way back, all the way back to marginal profits and all that back in the day. So this must be a dream come true. And how does it feel seeing yourself up on the screen? And did they get it right? Do they have you down?
Well, I mean, it's loosely based, but Lamorne does a great job. Just everybody did a spectacular job of sort of bringing my sensibility off the page and into live action and the screen. I can't tell you how privileged I feel like to have so much quality, so many quality people come together on this project. And so it's super humbling. And, just everything from just first reading Marshall's first script, his sample script, and then seeing Mo's lookbook and what he wanted to bring to the table. He's the one who suggested we have the 3D animation, not the 2D animation, but have puppetry and everything, which I think elevated the show to a complete other level. But just finding out Lamorne was interested and Blake was interested, and discovering T. Murph as he comes in and just blows everyone away during the audition, like everybody involved, and just Jay coming in and really embracing sort of the ideas of the satire of the show.
Right.
There's just a lot of amazing stuff just came together, and it's been I just remember, because Marshall's experience, he's been in the industry for a long time, and so I was the naive, optimistic one, and he was like, I don't know, man, I don't think we're gonna I think they're gonna pull the plug on that.
Right.
This is early on, and I'd be like, I don't know, I'm not sure. And once Marshall was like, we're gonna get a show, like I knew we were gonna get a show, and it was amazing. So it was really fun.
Well, it's great to watch this, but now, for the purposes of everybody out there, what's true and what isn't? Did you do the Rent a Negro? Did you get invited to a party with the white woman and the whole nine? Did you have drama in Oakland? I mean, what's true and what isn't?
Well, I lived in San Francisco.
Yes, that I know.
I had two roommates. No, the incident with the police and hanging up the flyers was an incident that happened to me. It wasn't as dramatic, but it happened in the Richmond district after living there for 10 years. And really, the most shocking thing about it was my white roommate jumping off the bus and running up to the cops and getting in their faces. And to me, that was the big shocker, was like, whoa, like he's getting in their face, like he's the manager. And the cops were like, okay, man, take it easy. And that was like the shocking thing to me.
Right.
And I also did hang up posters, Black People for Rent. Like
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, Black People for Rent. And I didn't take it as far as it goes. There were no T-shirts and all that stuff.
Okay, I was going to ask, because I lived in Oakland, so I didn't know if there ever was T-shirts or not. So
no.
that was, yeah, there you go.
Now people are asking for T-shirts, which is pretty amazing. It's pretty cool.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna go down that way.
I'm about to start.
Lamorne, let me ask you this. It's almost to a point, and I know, like I said, I've known Keith for 20 years now, for a while, right? I almost think you're Keith now. So how were you able to capture that? And you know, what was your motivation?
Daniel Day-Lewis is a good friend of mine, and embrace the character. No, you know, I remember having a meeting before I even got to audition. I sat down and I met with Mo. We had lunch and we were talking about, you know, he was doing this thing where he was meeting with all the actors who could potentially play the character, and I remember him saying, you know, I know you do impressions of people, but I don't want you doing an impression of Keith. He said it's not about an impression; it's about just embodying your take on the character. And so I remember YouTubing him and just looking up his mannerisms and you know, hearing his musical tastes and things like that. So the way I approached it was from that end. It was more so from the musical standpoint. Was, you know, he listens to all types of music, and it's not on the nose music. A lot of times on the nose is when you see a black dude, you go, oh, he listens to hip hop and that's it. Right. Keith is like punk, hip hop, R&B, all these things. That's exactly how I am. So I knew I could bring a lot of myself to the character. So that's pretty much how I approached it. Yeah. Yeah. So you saw a story about when we were walking down that little courtyard area when I was passing out flyers, and I was just listening to Bill Withers, and I remember Keith pulling me aside saying, "Hey, you should listen to Bill Withers." He's like, "I think that's something that we might either use in the show or something like that." And I just remember thinking, I'm already listening to it. In fact, I was listening to it in my trailer earlier, and I was like, it just made sense.
So you're really locked in.
Yeah. I play him better than he does.
You know, I'm saying you almost forget, you know, who's Keith. Let me, Mo or Marshall. I love the Marginal Prophets. Is that going to make an appearance in maybe season 2? Are we going to have Lamorne, you know, take on that Marginal Prophets persona and to have a band, or what? Do we have to just watch?
That would be cool. That would be very cool.
Yeah.
If Keith,
I love the non-answer. I
can see that. I can see somebody doing that. You know what I mean?
You know what? Like, my partner has been pestering me ever since he heard about this project. Let's put the band back together. Let's put the band back together. So, that
was a good band. I'm gonna start selling T-shirts and Marginal Prophet tapes. Let me bring in Gunther and T. Murph. Man, you know, you guys. First of all, do y'all know each other? Are y'all friends like that? Because y'all seem like y'all just, you know, roll together always. The chemistry, and you know, I hate to be cliche, but y'all are funny folks. Y'all have me rolling. And with you, T. Murph, cringing on some of the things too.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever kicked it with T. Murph, but he, you know, you don't really have a choice but to be his friend. He jumps you in very quickly. Within seconds of meeting you, he is comfortable enough to be roasting the hell out of you. So
yeah, he has that look. You know, that's why I changed jacket. I was like, hey, that dude looks like he'll light up the spot. So T. Murph, what's your motivation? Did you meet any of Keith's roommates, or did you just bringing yourself to the table?
Honestly, it's a lot of me, and that came from the audition. You know, talking to Mo on the phone beforehand. After I did my first self-tape, and then he gave me some notes as far as like being myself. And then once I got to the actual the chemistry read with Lamorne, and the first time I read it, you know, everybody was laughing. It was I was like, oh yeah, this easy. Then most I like that. But this time, do it as T. Murph. He do this little thing with his hand. Do it as T. Murph. So I went ahead and did it as T. Murph, and man, it worked out. Everybody was laughing, and I was like, oh, this is easy. I'm like, if I can just, you know, bring my personality to this character, then this is a layup. So
right.
You know.
Speaking of layups, you know what I'm going to ask, right?
Oh, yeah.
Are you gunning for, you know, maybe a spot to play James Harden in some form of fashion, commercial, or?
Look, man. unless they got some leg extensions, that's the only way. I'm gonna have to get some serious Kardashian level work done on my legs to be.
Right.
Cardi B surgeon or something for the legs to play James Harden.
I hear you.
I keep getting it though, man.
You can play baby James Harden.
Yeah. Baby James Harden. You know, when he's
the prequel.
There you go.
We can do it like how Penny Hardaway did it back in the day when he had little Penny.
Yeah.
I can be legit.
There you go.
It seemed authentic when you were hitting on the sister and found out that she was gay, and did you have this experience in real life, or were you able to draw up on real scenarios and bring that authenticity to the table?
No, really, that has happened to me before. Like I've literally been like pursuing a young lady, and then you find out, and she be like, "Oh, I'm gay." And you be like, "Oh shit, I thought it was me." You know what I mean? Shit. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm good. It's happening. It's happening. And I worked in a barbershop for a long time, so I worked with some women who were gay, and then I would see how dudes would like try to talk to them, and they'd be like, "Man, I'm gay," and they'd be like all the way, or they'd be like, "I like girls," and dudes be like, "Me too," like that. We got something in common, so
right. And are you a sneakerhead for real?
Yes.
What's the kicks you got?
Oh God. So I've got Sean Witherspoon's. I have all of his. Well, I have his Nike collaboration. I'm actually using sneaker boxes right now to prop my MacBook up so that it fits right on. Man, I got Off-Whites. I got.
You use sneaker boxes in the car too when he drives as well.
Everywhere.
Man,
I got the.
If I would have known.
Kobe colorway player edition joints.
Okay.
I got a lot of shoes. Man. I got a lot of shoes.
Yeah, I got these purple print shoes. If I would have known, I would have flashed them to you. But yeah. Blake, let me ask you, or Gunther, did you ever jump out of a bus and start smashing on a cop? Are you that guy that we can bring along with us to, the cop stopper, or what?
Bro, I mean, you know how real it is in these streets nowadays. You gotta be ready for anything.
Right.
But I'll be on your side, my friend. I will be, for sure.
Okay, because I did get a ticket the other day, so I want to be able to say I got my man Blake coming to see you.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out.
Right. We both might be in court. What's your background? How did you prepare for this role?
Well, I kind of have a similar story to Murph. Is that the character's not too far away from myself. Being like a loving stoner character, or however you want to see it. But I mean, the thing that was really dope about this project, not only like being able to improv with the guys and do all that, is like, other than it just being a straight up comedy, these scenes have some weight to them as well. So that was definitely a really cool opportunity to be able to click into that kind of stuff.
Real talk right there. The threesome was my favorite scene. I don't want to put your business out on Front Street. Did this happen in real life?
I am still shooting for that goal, my friend.
Come on now, you can tell us.
I would come clean. I would wear that proudly.
Okay, that was very funny. For Marshall or Mo or Jay or Keith, first of all, are you surprised at how the show is caught on? I know it's getting ready to go international. Do you anticipate people being able to relate to some of the things that I think, if you're in the Bay Area, we can relate to a lot of it. I think if you're in the States, we should be able to relate to a lot of it. Will that translation be universal in some of these other places?
I definitely think so. I mean, again, because when things exploded over the spring, there were lots and lots of protests around the world, which I thought was really encouraging and really nice. People actually understand universally what is happening to Black Americans and are sympathetic and to make a change. So I think they'll relate to that part. In terms of just the show, it's fun, it's funny. Keith is a great character. The performances are great. There's no reason why it would not just translate hugely internationally.
Okay, that's real talk. Marshall, or Mo, with everything that's going on, can I slip you some ideas or subjects we want to see covered, since you all seem to be contemporary? You know, like I'm looking for the Warriors to return to their championship mode. Can we get a little storyline around that? Since it's in the Bay. Oh, look at Lamorne, man.
Tell him Lake show Lamorne.
Lake show.
No, can you all do a show where the Warriors play the Lakers and we win at the end? Or you know, what if Trump wins in November? I mean, is there going to be a storyline around the election? I mean, all these different types of things. How y'all looking at this?
There's got to be a little schadenfreude of the fact that the Warriors moved to their brand new, like, expensive digs in San Francisco, and they suck. Like that is kind of a cool thing, right?
Yeah.
Intentionally suck.
Yeah, well, but just them leaving Oakland and being bad they had it coming to them. They should have stayed in Oakland.
Yeah,
I agree. But no, seriously, how do you all figure out what you're gonna lock in on, you know, as you're writing? Or did you already finish season 2 and what have you? Anybody?
We're not there yet.
Have not.
We're not there yet.
Yeah, we are hoping for a season 2, and it would be wonderful. You know, we shot this show before we finished at the end of February, so everything that happened over the summer we couldn't address. So it would be amazing to sort of get into what a post-summer 2020 world would look like.
Yeah.
And lean into the satire of that, because I think there's a lot to roast.
The whole pandemic thing. I mean, lots of stuff went down. You know, let me ask you, Lamorne, the chemistry that you three have with T. Murph and Blake, what's the next levels you think you all might be able to take as a crew? You know, what would you like to see ultimately happen?
Man, the sky's the limit. I mean, like you said, you mentioned basketball, for example. There are a lot of things that we could do together. We could go to a game together. Some of my favorite scenes is when we're outside of the loft, moving around. You know, Cubby episode on the bus, when we go to that little when Murph is doing his shoe deal. Those moments are fun for me, because it's literally just 3 idiots, you know, roaming the streets of San Francisco. And I think in moments like that is when you really start to pull out the chemistry of your characters. Like, you start to see really how they even though they didn't really use a lot of it in the basement scene, we were just laughing at some of the most insane shit that was happening around us. Like,
you're talking about when you did the sneaker deal in the basement?
Deal.
Yeah,
like,
that was hilarious.
Yes.
We got more comedy out of the stuff that wasn't like in the script or supposed to be talked about, like the hypodermic needles that were on the ground. Like, we're talking about like random stuff that was like going on. Like, we were just roasting. Well, Murph mainly was just roasting this area
in the
that
basement.
When you have moments like that, and you bond together like that, it just makes, no matter what the shoot is, no matter if it's raining, no matter if it's snowing, you guys are gonna get through the day a lot faster. It's gonna be a lot more fun, and it'll show on camera that these dudes are actually homies. So I just want to see more of that. I just want to see more of us 3 adventuring all throughout, you know, San Francisco, or maybe even further out. You know, maybe we go wine tasting. You know,
I would like
something like that.
Clovis wine tasting? That's gonna be different.
We need that hot air balloon episode.
There is a black-owned wine company out there in Napa that would be really interesting to do something with. That would be funny.
I mean, you know, there's so much. I'm thinking to myself, full-length movie. Do we get the woke movie? I'm putting it out there, you know. I mean, why not?
Bad idea.
Yeah.
I have my people call your people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mo, you've been quiet. What would you like to see happen with all this as a director? You know, and just knowing the tenor of what it's like in Hollywood, what would you ultimately like to see right now?
You want me to talk about Hollywood? Because that's a lot.
We gonna need a little more time.
We got 30 seconds, but you know.
But as far as the show, I just want to just want to keep the story going, man. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't want to get ahead of the show. I just really want a season 2, and I just want to stretch these 3 guys. I just want to see where it could take us. But like you said, there's so much to talk about. Like, I don't even know if we can even scratch 10% of the crazy, that we can deal with. So I just really want to talk about how effed up this world is and how it affects real people and make fun of it, So
how's this been versus past projects that you've been involved in?
This one is very unique. This is a lightning rod show, right? So you cannot, when this show comes up, when people talk about the show, you have to talk about certain things that are uncomfortable or weird or funny when it comes to what's going on politically. So, I mean, like, I'm having more discussions about racism, about Black folks, about hypocrisy,
right, about
Gunther selling cocaine. I'm just
energy powder.
A lot of people are asking me about Lamorne and dumping a Black girl for a white girl. I mean,
that was funny. Did that really ever happen to you, Lamorne? Were you lying with a white woman and she put on a Rent a Negro shirt? And
no, but I definitely had one put on a do-rag.
Really?
Thought, yeah.
Oh no!
It was like going walk around with it and be out and about with it. I was like, I'm not sure if you can do that. I don't know.
Do-rag.
Did she call you? Did she say that you were insecure?
I mean, I got a lot of names for it. Like, like I was the problem. I was like, all right. I said, you do your thing. Go out in these streets. Go out into the world
with the do-rag. That's funny.
Oh my gosh.
Keith, your roommates from the past, have they seen the show? What are they saying? Hey man, that's not what I did, or
there are several lawsuits pending, and
send me in, man. I'll take care of it.
No, I mean, I'm getting a lot of different roommates going, oh man, I can't believe this is great, blah blah blah. No, I think everybody is. What's interesting out of all of this is what the roommate that came up to me during the cop thing, the white roommate, he actually auditioned.
Really?
For Gunther. Yeah, he actually auditioned for Gunther.
Oh, he must be pissed.
No. Because it's not because it's not based on him. Right. He wasn't right for the role, but I just thought it was kind of a cool story that he would try out for that. So, I said, you got to audition for this just so I could just say it in an interview after.
Did you keep that a secret? Did you keep that a secret?
I didn't tell anybody about it. Yeah. I didn't really tell anybody about it. But,
now the whole world knows. You put him on blast.
Yeah. But
I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah.
It's Blake.
Listen, the moment we heard Blake was interested in it, I just remember saying, "Oh, that's really cool. We'll never get him. Let's see." And we were just so excited that it just all came together, and it's to watch everybody work together. And you're right, people want to see these guys. They want to hang out with these characters, and so I think that's ultimately what makes this so cool. But what makes this really memorable is not only do you want to hang out with the actors and the characters, but it's the stuff that happens to them does have some weight to it. Yeah. So you really care for the characters. They're not only funny, but you actually care for them. So
you'll manage to get some serious topics across without it being preachy. That's what I like about it. It's like, man, this is hella funny. We're getting ready to wrap things up, and I'm gonna take advantage of the situation. I do a radio show, and this is to you, Marshall. Looking at you, I do a radio show, and I think what would take this show over the top if y'all did a scene will you come to the station and film me? Let me get in the show. I mean, you know, hey, the squeaky oil doesn't get the wheel, or whatever the saying goes.
Yeah, man, we're wide open, dude. We're wide open.
We gotta not shoot in Vancouver. That's
Are you all shooting in Vancouver, or is it?
yeah, we shot in Vancouver.
Oh man, okay, because I was okay.
We were the only black people there.
Yeah.
That includes Blake.
Everybody you see on the screen.
There you go. Well, you know, first of all, congratulations on this show. I do want to see a season 2. That's my hope and wish. And seriously, y'all put a smile on our face, man. During this pandemic and during all this craziness, this has been a breath of fresh air to have this show and be like, man, y'all is all right. So congratulations on that. And Keith, man, it's good to see you come up the way you are, man. From the days of the comic strip to movie star stuff. I'm a 30-year overnight success. That's what I call myself. 30-year overnight success. And you're only 35.
There you go.
Now, if you guys will excuse me, I got to go back to reading. I was just reading some passages.
Was that the dictionary or was that Ulysses? Oh, okay.
That's script. That's script.
Oh, okay. Thought it was Canterbury Tales or something.
The Magic School Bus Extended Edition.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh my gosh.
Well, folks, thank you very much. You know, look forward to seeing y'all. And I'm going to tell James Harden we interviewed his mini-me.
Davey D, thank you, man. Thank you.
No doubt. Peace out, everybody.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you,
thanks.
Davey D.
Yes, sir.